The holidays destroyed whatever habits we had going on when it came to health and fitness. We had a lot of stuff going on. It was crazy. It was the first time really being parents because we have a little baby and we had a lot of moves and changes and it just chaos. So we really let slip a lot of our healthy habits, and that drives me nuts because we worked so hard for them. I've tried doing this challenge so many times last year and I just cannot get it down. And it's funny because we've done this previously and I've made it like 45 days, but this time around I could not do it. So this is what we're doing to finally prep for success and actually do 75-day hard. Let's do this. Hi, my name is Joa and I'm just your friendly neighborhood nutrition coach who wants to teach all you beginners how to finally tackle all your goals this year in 2025 when it comes to health and nutrition. I know how annoying it can be and I'm here to help you. Now, if you are new to the 75-day hard challenge, it's a challenge that was created years ago and it's actually more of a discipline challenge, but I like to use it kind of as a reset. And it's really fun when you can actually get into it. So this video is all about how I am prepping for success and how we are going to get all 75 days done as new parents. So let's dive in. Okay, first off, what is the 75-day hard challenge? So like I said, this challenge was made years ago and it's all about following a set of rules every day. And if you miss one of these rules, you have to start all the way back. And the goal is to get to 75 days of doing these. It doesn't matter if it's snowing, it doesn't matter if it's cold, it doesn't matter if you're sick, you are doing this because it's a discipline challenge. It's about how much you can really stay with your goals. And it's also about honoring yourself. I'm telling myself I'm going to do this and I'm going to actually stick to my word. And as someone who is a new mom and exhausted all the time, I can tell you it's really easy for me to say one thing one day and not follow through the next. So this goal is a big deal for me because last year really just, it was a lot. I became a new mom. Alrighty, so rule 1, drink 1 gallon of water every single day. This has been a struggle, so I'm really excited to get back into this. Next one is you want to do 45 minutes of movement inside and 45 minutes of movement outside. One of the goals of this is you want to make sure they're split up. So you can't just do an hour and a half in one segment. You want to make sure it's split up. I specify movement because I am going to really lean into stretching, into walking, into gentle movements, but intentional movements, so it still counts. Next is read 10 minutes a day. Now, the official rule is 10 pages, but I read really slow and I'm also busy. And so my goal is just reading at least 10 minutes every day of a book all about growing you. So this isn't going to be Harry Potter, which I do love. And this isn't going to be Rule of Time, which I am getting into with the book club. It is going to be a growth mindset book. And for me, I'm going to start out with the Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey because I've been on a Dave Ramsey kick. So I'm excited about that. Next is follow a diet. Now, that diet's going to look different for everyone. Everyone has different goals. For my husband and I, my biggest goal is no eating out. So as long as I'm making it at home, I know what's in it, we're totally good. But no eating out is the diet we're following. So 75 days, no eating out. And the last one is take a progress photo. Now, we're probably going to do some photos, some measurements, and some video. So it's really just daily actual tracking. But the progress photo, I highly recommend because it's really cool seeing the change in progress. And just to kind of give you perspective, my husband and I have both lost a good amount of weight over the years. I've lost over 20 pounds and my husband has lost, I believe, over 30 pounds. And so if you look at this, that progress is pretty cool. And then this also, that's awesome progress. And so you want to see that progress. So it's really cool. And make sure you take those photos. And it sucks because if you miss even just taking your photo, you have to start all the way back to 1. Now, we have failed in the past, especially this last year, because I wasn't preparing. I would get really excited and just dive right in without any kind of mental prep. And that was one of the biggest reasons for failing. It's a discipline challenge, so you have to mentally prep your brain and your house and your lifestyle to dive into this challenge. Now, we have previously done this challenge years ago and it was really fun, but we only made it about 45 days. And the biggest thing that got us was social situations with friends, and it would be so tempting to do things. And back then, we didn't have the best discipline. That's why we were doing the challenge. And so it was really easy just to give in. So this time around, we are actually being really intentional with what situations we're putting ourselves in. We have already pretty much adopted if you go out with friends to go out to eat, we typically just get like water or we get like a tea or something if we're not actually hungry. It's that spending money and eating unhealthy food out of obligation not to feel left out. And that's something that we all do. And that's something I've especially struggled with. My husband, he has no problem saying no, but me, I'm like, I feel awkward if I'm not ordering a cake just like everyone else, even if I don't want cake, you know? Anywho, so that's one of the biggest things we're doing to prevent failing this time, because that's why we kept failing last time. And I did want to see, so have any of you guys tried this challenge? I can't be the only one that's tried this over and over again over the years. Okay, so I've already said one of the reasons why we don't intend on failing this time around, but here's some other things we're doing to really prep ourselves so we don't fail. So one is really make sure that we're not putting ourselves in situations like social situations that will encourage us to fail. And for 75 days, that's doable. We can do that. And it's cold outside. We don't really want to be going anywhere anyways. Next is we want to have a game plan when it comes to eating at home. So I am the instigator. I'm the one that will tell the family, meaning my husband and I, that let's just go out to eat because I don't feel like cooking. So instead, this time around, I am going to make sure that I always have food at home, prepped and ready to go. So that means I am upping my meal prepping game. And even if that means just having a bowl of rice ready to go and some sauces, but having that on hand so that I would rather eat at home and take some time to make one of my favorite meals than go and eat out. So food prepping is a must, and I really am going to stay on top of it. And the last thing is simplifying the movement. So it's really easy to overcomplicate the movement part of this. It's let's go to the gym every day, let's do this, let's do that, and you want to go hard and then you burn out. And that's something I've done many times. So this time around, I am simplifying it. My goal is as long as I walk outside every day with my baby and I can stretch every day again with my baby, I'm happy. That's an hour and a half of movement. And that intentional stretching and walking, it's going to make such a big difference because I'm not doing either of those now. And those things, as someone who is in the health world, you would think I would be more on top of my movement, which is funny because my husband's more of like the gym rat. I'm more of the nutrition person. Yeah, movement is a tough one for me. So if that's you, let me know down below. Anyhow, I digress. So 3 things. Don't put myself in situations that is going to cause me to fail outside the home. Make sure the food game is on point so I'm not tempted to go eat out or tempted to go eat something I shouldn't. And last one is simplifying the movement. Those 3 things are the things that most people struggle with. So if you can get those down, you got this. And just let's do this together. I am starting this challenge. I've already even tried starting a couple times up until this point. I am starting this challenge on February 15th. And so join me and follow along if you're interested, and we can do this together. Let's hold each other accountable, and especially if there's any mamas out there. You understand the struggle of trying to maintain a home and your baby and focus on the things that matter with your body and your physical health. So I'm excited. Let's do this. Oh, and if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And also, heads up, I plan on uploading on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. So I will include something about this challenge every single week. And go check out some of the other videos that I'm going to be uploading. It's, again, all about how I can teach beginners how to navigate this nutrition world because it's confusing and it shouldn't be. So I'll see you.